so am I. And if they're not dead, yeah, if they're not dead, then they're no friends of mine. Necromance, if you want to, raise the bones with curse and knife. Bring them back from out of this world to dance on through the night. Necromance, necromance, bring them back to life. Necromance, necromance, dance on through the night. Necromance, necromance, wave your skeleton hands. Necromance, necromance, everybody say the chant.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 91. I had the date mixed up in my head. We're gonna go through this because we're gonna run through it. We gotta speed walk this one. We got 30 minutes before we have to go to work. I'm gonna start a new series on directors. I was thinking it's funny. I'm looking at AI, I guess, will give me titles, or they'll give titles for Spotify about chapters. I was wanting to go through some of these real fast. I have a new logo too. I lost my logo. Oh, let's see. So, Father of Mine. It doesn't have any, huh? Gives you a transcript. Oh, it is. Huh. So the transcript's not the same thing. What was it? So I was looking at the titles they give some of them for the chapters in these things, and I'm like, God damn, dude, who's labeling this stuff? Now I'm gonna be thrown off. Now it's gonna mess me up completely. Mm. And I found out it's not a short day at work. We're supposed to have a short day because our system was supposed to go down. Apple Podcast. This one? Let's try this. I do have Apple. I think it's funny. So it's crazy. You look at Mark Goes to the Movies. I'm one of the first ones up there. Oh, I guess they'll we'll do this. I have a helping launch a new show with my friend Jerry Jersky. He's from the suburbs of Chicago. He is going to his show's called Sports, plain and simple. So I do have that one. We're going to record at some point this week, but his show is going to launch this weekend. You're going to get a Buck Lawson video this weekend. Hopefully, I can work out a schedule to where Mark does. Like I'll do my show probably more often than others, but the other ones I'm just helping launch their show. So Buck has 2 episodes out. If you please give that man a listen. He's got 4 views. He's not I know he's not putting out the shows, but if you're listening to Mark Goes to the Movies, give Truth Worth Trillions with Buck Lawson. Give that a listen, and make sure you check out the new show, Sports with Jerry Jersky. Hoping I can do more promotion for him and just be a producer for all this stuff, and help you go on there. But let's see if I can find. Yeah, where are they titles at? Because it's funny they title it. Maybe Amazon. They were giving titles to my chapters. This might be another Yapper episode. If you don't know, a Yapper episode is basically an episode that has no general topic. It just goes on for whatever. But it is crazy that stuff's working that way. Like maybe it's just not popular enough that I'm now starting to get noticed. Ooh, oh, there it is. I was like, yeah, damn, Amazon doesn't have me on there, but it does. They just launched the new one. 90s horror. 90s horror is not great, guys. All right, let's see. Give me the titles. Damn it, where the fuck are these titles at? I know I see them. I know I'm not crazy. right before. Oh, there was something. So there was a good topic. I'm part of a physical media group, and they're like, "What do you plan on doing with your physical collection after you pass away? Like, who do people know uh what to do with it?" So right now, if you're hearing this, this will hold up in the court of law. Hi, everybody that's sitting there trying to sue each other for my collection of stuff. I'm gonna break it up. This is it's gonna be a yard sale at my was it the wake where they see the dead body. I want you to display my best stuff, and you're gonna auction it off. It's gonna be an auction slash yard sale, and whoever wants the stuff, we just auction it off, and more money because someone's gonna have to take care of Max. Max doesn't get auctioned; he gets everything. Max, he's gonna be getting the money in this stuff. However, I'm sure there's gonna be deals because not everybody's gonna want what I got. There is a lot of cool autographs. I can go over this. Maybe this is what this episode turns into is details of my death. Right? If I have it my way, I'm gonna get sucked up in a tornado, and wherever you find my body, make sure it's cremated. Put me in a twister popcorn bucket, and then someone gets the popcorn bucket. Whoever gets controlling of Max will also get control of the money. I don't know how much cremation costs or a funeral costs, but I have pretty good life insurance through work, so you should be good to pay for everything. Let's see. My Alice Cooper signed acoustic guitar. This one should go for a little bit of money. It should be worth quite a bit. Let me look at eBay. I think that's got to be like the one. Movie collection's probably worth $6,000-7,000. I have no idea anymore. There is some big ones in there, but I sold a lot of them when Jenna was down here and wasn't working, and I had to pay for her. So unless I get married, which who who knows about that one? Alice Cooper signed guitar. Ooh, damn, that's an electric guitar. That's not getting that one. We should have put acoustic. I should have gotten acoustic guitar signed, but I didn't. Acoustic guitar. I had it for a while. I got it off eBay. Ooh, $300. All right. Well, this should be worth $300. Now, if he dies before me, I expect that value to go up quite a bit. But we'll start the bidding off at 150 for that. So auctioneer 150 for the Alice Cooper guitar. The Michael Myers mannequin. It's just a mannequin with a Michael Myers mask. So you would get all four masks in one lot, I think. And then we'll put them with Sam too. I have animatronic Sam. I don't know where the power stuff is. So maybe if someone's cleaning out my house, you might be able to find it. I don't know. I have a so everybody knows the Adventures of Pete and Pete. I have the characters from the Adventures of Pete and Pete. I have signed music posters from those two because they have their own podcast, The Adventures of Danny and Mike. But those should catch a little bit of money. Let me see. Pete and Pete autographs. I want to say maybe $50. These are things I won't sell. I'm selling stuff right now just to get it out of the way. Autograph. Oh damn! If you can even find it. Yeah, they're not gonna give Pete and Pete autographs. I'll have to look their names up later. And go there. I got Daniel Stern. I have Macaulay Culkin autographs. Put those two together. John Cusack. John Cusack's autograph looks like shit, but is I can verify that it is real because it is Beckett authenticated. I see Paul Fusco, the Alpha autograph. Put that if you make enough money. I want one of those houses for my put Max in that house like a little graveyard house, and put the Paul Fusco autograph on the wall with Max. Max can live there too. And then in the middle of the what was it mausoleum, I put a mausoleum, but just me. No one else gets buried there. Max will get buried there eventually when he dies. I'm never, and he's if I die before he does. If he dies, and then I'll just hang on to his ashes and I'll put it in there. But yeah, just middle of the floor, put like a twister. My ashes are made out of the ashes get made into the twister. That's what it will do. So that's the plan. If you go against it, just know I'm gonna haunt you. I'm well into this 3 a.m. stuff. So 3 a.m. every day, I'm haunting everyone that goes against me. Let's see. There is guy. I have so many Michael Myers autographs. I have James Jude Courtney, who was the Michael Myers in the newest trilogy. I have his autograph, and I have Nick Castle's autograph on one picture. Like that one's really cool. That one should go for a little bit of money. Let's see how much that one is. Nick Castle. And James. Come on. Fill us in. James Jude Courtney autograph. I know it's out there. Ooh, $200. Mine's bigger though. I don't see the exact one that I have. There's some Bambox. So that's probably $200. I think it's a one of a kind picture. So not one of a kind, but it's pretty rare. So that one's $200. You're making some money now. You're not even into the big one. So this is the one that has pretty much every Halloween character outside of Donald Pleasance because he's dead. But I do have Tom Jones, who was the stand-in. He played Donald Pleasance or Dr. Loomis in Halloween Kills when they reenacted that scene. I have his replacing Donald Pleasance. I don't have Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't have the kid's autograph. Um, I don't have who? Don't have I think that's it. It's got the teenage girls. It's got Nancy Loomis, PJ Souls. It has the guy that played Bob. It's got Sheriff Brackett. There's like 7 autographs on this, and it's multiple conventions. That's worth some money. It's at least $500, I think, because the poster's really cool too. I have Charlie Sheen as Ricky Vaughn. That one's got to be worth some money. I'm gonna look at that. I haven't seen Charlie Sheen in a while. His was like $40, and I'm like, that's insane, dude. That's Ricky Vaughn. Ricky Vaughn autograph. There we go. Ricky Vaughn autograph. Oh, a baseball card. Yeah, I have a picture signed. If the card's going for 140, it's gotta be another $200, right? He had that documentary coming out. Everyone saw him in a better light now. Had to raise his price. Damn, a jersey's only $99. That's insane, dude. Cards are worth more? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's Beckett authenticated too, damn. So who knows about Ricky Vaughn and Charlie Sheen? $250 for a picture. So let's say $200. I'll be conservative. Maybe people just don't have the room for a jersey to put it out there. Then I have Tom Savini. He's another one. Autographs went up a bunch. As him as the Crypt Keeper, the Crypt Creep Show guy from part 2. Oh, it's an auction. I was like, this one's $80. It goes as high as 150 though. So I'll say 100. We'll go in the middle. $100 for that. All the TVs too. Put the TVs in my mausoleum. Oh, this side of the wall. God, see, if you go in the living room, there's so much. Let's see. I have Chevy Chase. I have a huge picture of him. Another guy with a documentary that came out. Thing is huge. Chevy Chase autograph. For a huge picture like that, it's $80. That's not. That's a mini poster. I think pictures gotta be worth more because the picture itself is a higher quality. Unless it says 152. All right, 150 on that one as well. This is a big one. Angelica Houston and Christina Ricci. Christina Ricci. There was my Addams Family picture. This one, I forgot how much I paid for it, but I remember it being a steal. And I was like, damn, dude, it's good old eBay. And yeah, I don't see it. Well, I see this one. $250. That's with Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd's not in that picture, so it wouldn't make sense. So I don't know, $200 seems fair. I have the not the original Charlie Brown, but the guy who did the Charlie Brown, the voice of Charlie Brown in the cartoon from the '80s, and then the woman that did the voice of Charlie Brown or Lucy in the '80s too. So that one's pretty cool. See, God, that's a lot. There's a bunch of other stuff in the living room. Steel Panther probably not worth very much. $30 on that one. Daniel Harris, $50 on that one. A couple more Michael Myers. Let's do 40 and 40. Mark Summers and Robin. I would say that was not authenticated, but that's got to be $50 as well. Skeet Arg's gotta be like $50. John Cassier's gotta be $40. That one's not authenticated. Joe Dante is authenticated. This is one I got out of a band box. I was like surprised that I even got him. Autograph. Let's see. Joe Dante is going for $45. What the fuck, dude? He's like a huge director. That's nuts. Yeah, that's nuts, man. It's like $50. Some are pretty cheap. Can't even believe that, dude. Did he directed Gremlins? What the hell, man? Let's see. So Kevin Farley's probably not gonna go very much. I have another James Jude Courtney autograph just by himself. Let's see. Mick Foley. I don't know if he goes for anything anymore. Now we're going inside the case. You're looking at there's a lot of Michael Myers stuff. Not, I mean, there's another Nick Castle signed knife. There's a Michael Lerner signed knife. The Freddy Krueger. I don't know what Robert England's glove's going for. This is the Freddy glove. It's gotta be the most expensive thing I have. Mine's from, I want to say it's part 4. $305. 350. This one's $1,000. Mine's not. You'd have to get it authenticated, which wouldn't cost very much. So yeah, different prices. They go from $500 to $600. Looks like this one for 305. Looks like he's just trying to get his money away. He's trying to sell it quick. And blue marker. I don't know. I don't like the blue marker. So that's probably the most expensive thing. Actually, if you find my body and you want to put it in the mausoleum, put my put the Freddy glove as a display case. Matter of fact, no. My pieces that don't sell, and some special ones like the Freddy glove will be in a display case and just make a little mini museum towards my life. In this podcast, make sure you play my podcast nonstop on a loop. Right? We'll see how many episodes I get. Hopefully, I make it to 100 because I hope to get to 100 this weekend. But just play my episodes nonstop on a loop. It's on Spotify, it's on Pandora, it's on everything. So you should have no problem finding it. And this will be the Mark Powell Museum. Like this is where he slept. It's my Beetlejuice blankets that was very expensive. The $100 sheets and $100 blankets. Make sure those get wrapped in my coffin. I'm gonna keep those forever. And yeah, my movies. Just put them playing at all times. You know, just put it behind a case and I'll lock it up. So I think it's like $100,000 in life insurance. Like, you should have no problem building this. I'm gonna say Kaylee's gonna be in charge of it because she's in charge of a lot of things. She can pull the plug on any time after I die by my Facebook page. If there's something that comes out and they're like, "Do you believe Mark did this?" Well, Kaylee can pull the plug and erase everything about it. But yeah, I didn't think this was gonna turn into a death episode. But again, it's another death episode. We recently figured out how I want to go, and now we're figuring out what to do afterwards. So marching, this is 91, episode 91. So happy to get this far. Really, just it's you never thought it'd be easier to get to 1,000 downloads than 100 episodes, but we're getting closer. Hopefully, we do one more when I get off work, and we do a couple more tomorrow. Hopefully, Friday we get to 1,000 episodes. That is the goal. But as always, this is Mark. Mark goes to the movies. Go watch a movie, nerds.